God, what spirit messages do you have for us, Heavenly Father? Shalom, everyone. What spiritual messages do you have for us? What spiritual messages? That's one. I felt that. What spiritual messages do you have for us, Heavenly Father? What spiritual messages do you have for us? What spiritual messages do you have for us, Heavenly Father? No. What spiritual messages do you have for us? Heavenly Father, what spiritual messages? Okay. I'm only going to do 3 out of this deck. Turn them over. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to leave these in the reverse, but we'll see. I don't think I should. I really don't think I should. So, the first card that we got was Council of Light from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. The Initiation, which was originally in the reverse, but again, I don't know if it's supposed to be that way. And Transformation, which was also in the reverse, which I also don't believe is supposed to be that way. But I think that because it was, I might just, I don't know, I gotta be led. As of now, I was led to turn it around. So let me look up what these mean and I'll be back. So I was going through the book, y'all, and I was just like, no, I don't want to. I feel something else about this today. So I am going to go off the top of my head, or basically what I feel like. To me, when I go off the top of my head, that's what Spirit's giving me based off of the messages. So the first card, and mind you, I was asking about what spirits do the most I want us to know. And the first card was Council of Light. It says divine orchestration, helpers in subtle realms. So what this says to me is that a lot of us are on the right path first and foremost. And it has been divinely orchestrated that we walk on this path. So there are some things that we've been learning, some shifts that have been really, really, really happening. And matter of fact, they've been happening at the speed of light, meaning quickly. They've been happening so fast. We've been getting these downloads, you guys. We have been learning things about ourselves that we know are true somehow, like our spirits just know it to be true, and it's because of the angels. It's because of um those who work in tangent with the power of God, the Most High, to give us this information. That's what angels are here for. They're here literally to minister to us, and ministering, what they're ministering is information, which makes us wise, whether it's about ourselves or about the current state of this world or about our gifts or whatever. They are ministering at and administering information to those who are divinely orchestrated to receive it at this time, for the highest good of this entire world, by the way. The next card we received was the Initiation, rite of passage. You are going somewhere sacred. And I know this is true. This definitely resonates with me. It's like, I know that I'm a spiritual warrior. I know that I'm a healer. I know that I'm a light worker, and I'm supposed to be doing that by my voice and using other gifts that the Father has given me. Okay. And also these downloads, right? These downloads that we've been receiving, this information that the angels are giving us, it's because we are being initiated. It's because we're being initiated. We're the next set of remarkable, extraordinary beings that are about to cause this world to change as we know it. So during this process, I believe that it's really important to research your gifts, and it's really just important to research and also ask, the angels for more information. It's important to pay attention right now to the messages that you receive in your spirit, to what you see with your eyes, the physical ones too, to what you hear with your ears, both internally as well as externally, because at this time I feel like messages can be coming from everywhere. On top of that, it's also time to research what resonates. Research what resonates with you. Research what resonates. That's what the spirit said. Research what resonates, because it'll probably more than likely it'll give you just more divine insight on what your purpose is and what your calling is. And all of that is a part of the initiation process. And the reason that you want to research is because it's all a part of the information that the angels are giving you at this time, so that you can figure out what your sacred purpose and mission is. And this initiation will lead you to transformation. It says things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. I know that I can speak for myself, but they're like, as a result of the angels ministering certain things to me because I'm being initiated, like I learned about wounds that had not been healed yet. And to me, this is a process, by the way. This is not something that's going to be happening boom, boom, boom really quickly, even though it's still happening fast. But for some of us, we've been in this process for months now, some even years. But that doesn't mean that it's still not happening quickly, okay? This is a process that's happening. But again, Spirit had been bringing things to my remembrance and even just giving me knowledge about things that I had no clue of, okay, that needed to be healed. And as a result of that, after it was brought to my attention, it's like certain things were orchestrated divinely. Conversations, me reading certain types of information was all orchestrated so that I could receive the healing that I need, so that it can help me transform at a cellular level. And I know that it's at a cellular level because my mind is completely changed about certain things. The way I think about it now is totally different than before. And deep healing. There is a lot of these things that are deep, that it needs to go deep within us, because when the pain happened, that pain totally changed us from a cellular level, which is why we started thinking about stuff a certain way. And we could not shake that thought pattern until it was divinely orchestrated for us to do so. Which is the divine is bringing about this transformation in each and every one of us. The divine is doing it. And it's almost, what I love about it is that it's like, it's whether or ready or not, here it comes, and we can't hide. It's gonna find us and change us. I love it. That was the song that literally just came to me as I was saying it. So yeah, that is another message from Spirit. Okay, and one other thing that Spirit just told me specifically about this initiation process in this card is that if you notice, it's really dark, right? All of this right here, it's darkness, it's gloomy, there's thundering. So I can imagine that there's rain, there are serpents. Okay, serpents can be good and negative to me. I think when I think of serpents initially, it's a negative thing for me, but also I know that serpents can also represent wisdom and knowledge, right? So what I see is that, to me, when we're going through the initiation process, it is not all lilies and roses and flowers and stuff. Like, it could be extremely painful, it could be very dark, it could be very lonely, it could be very emotional. Okay. In fact, you won't even know sometimes that you're going through the initiation process, which is the reason that we have to like be told that we are. Because initially it doesn't look like anything good. But the beautiful thing is that you see all that beautiful color and beauty on the other side. What this is saying to me, according to the spirit, is that, of course, which is this is all gonna be true. We know it's gonna resonate because it happens time and time again. We have to walk through all of these things, what some people call the dark night of the soul or whatever. Like, you gotta walk through the dark before you can get to the light. And to be honest, this world itself was first formed. It was formed out of darkness, right? So I thought that was really a beautiful thing to keep in mind as well. In order to get the beautiful world that we see, it first was here. So understand that this that you're experiencing right now, all this gloominess, all this darkness, what could have first appear evil, but really be bringing you wisdom and understanding and knowledge. It's going, if you continue to walk through, which you will, because it's divinely orchestrated, okay, then you are going to make it to this side. And you're going to see the beauty in the initiation. You're going to see the beauty in what you went through. You're going to see the beauty in what you're going through. You're going to understand it. You're going to know why you had to experience it. All right, so that was it. Now I'm going to press pause because I'm thinking about doing a reading from, I don't know if I want to go from the Divine Feminine or if I want to do the Earth Warriors deck. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, we'll see. We shall see what we're going to do. I don't know yet. All right, I'll be back, guys. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna go ahead and try. We're gonna probably do all these decks today. I think that's what Spirit is telling me. We're gonna go through all these decks. So, anywho, Most High God, I pray that you would give us a message of guidance. Give us some instruction, Heavenly Father. Give us some guidance and instruction on what to do today and in the days and weeks coming for our highest good and for the good of all those who are connected to us. We thank you in advance. We thank you in advance. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Hi. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, Spirit, for the messages that you are going to give us that are going to be timely and that are going to resonate with each and every one of us at the level that it should. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let your will be done. All right. Let's see. I don't think anything should be read. I don't think any reversal should be read. All right, so moving forward, let me get ready to get this book because I do not. All right, the first card that we received was Catherine Labore. Catherine Labore. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me bring it up closer. Catherine Labore, and it says, "The patroness of miraculous healing. I am ready to heal. I am worthy of the miracles meant for me." The next we received was Marguerite Poretti or Porette, "The mystic of divine love. Love is divine, and I am nothing except love." And the last and final message we have is Parvati, the goddess of devotion. "I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves." Whoa. Ho. All right, so let me see what I picked up off of these intuitively. A lot of us are understanding that we need to be healed, and we are actually accepting our healing. We are actually doing the work. We're not running unless we run in to find out what this is that we need to do. And we know that we're ready because we're just simply doing it. We're facing our fears. We're facing our deepest concerns. We're facing it. And even if we weren't facing it, because the divine is orchestrating all of this, it's like we're being bombarded with opportunities to heal past hurt, and we're taking them. And then for some of us, spirit is making it so that you can't reject your healing. Like it's making it so that it's happening, and it's not like it's like being forceful, but it's like randomly happening to you. These opportunities for you to heal. Information is being brought to you by people, places, things you didn't even know, like you weren't expecting it, but then when you receive it, right after you sit with the information, it's like spirit lets you know that this was the purpose of it was to heal you, and you accept it. Um, a lot of us are beginning to understand that the love that we were seeking outside of ourselves, we already have it. That in fact, we are made of it and we come from it. So, a lot of us are beginning to understand that we definitely need to take time out to love on ourselves. A lot of us may have also been getting messages that tell us that we are inferior, or that may cause us to second guess our own selves, our abilities, our own worth. And so this oracle is reminding us of who the freak we are. Like you are somebody, and you are, in fact, you are more than just somebody. You embody one of the greatest gifts ever to mankind, to this world, and that's love. So tap into that. Understand that. Know that about yourself. Don't receive any other messages that contradict or go against that. Whew. Okay. So I don't know, but originally when I read this, for some reason it came up to me that some of us are runners, right? Um, that we may think that this love thing is only supposed to be butterflies and rainbows, and that there may be no pain attached to it. But in fact, there is some pain. Not saying that love is supposed to be totally painful, but when it comes to soul wounds and being healed, it's a lot of times that the way that that comes out are in relationships where we love. We choose to love someone, and that person we hope choose to love us in return in whatever capacity that they're able to do that. And as a result, certain things come up that maybe we thought we dealt with, that were hidden. And instead of just dealing with those things, which would eventually cause our soul to grow and evolve, we are tempted to run. We're tempted to be like, this person doing me wrong. This person is doing the most. I don't have to take this, right? And so to me, what I'm getting intuitively is that we are also being reminded that we are already loved, first and foremost. We're made up of it. We come from it. We are love's child. But even more importantly, when we choose and commit to love someone, even though we didn't ran in the past, right? We don't really want to run. And we don't want anybody running away from us. So it's like we're being called to do what we don't want other people to do to us for someone else. So instead of deciding that you want to run away, oh, this is for me. God dang it. Instead of deciding that you want to run away because you don't like maybe how you're being treated at this time or what's going on, you're choosing to commit to love, and you're not going to leave. Though your behind had thoughts of it, you ain't going to go nowhere because love won't allow you to leave. Those are the initial things I've got. Let me see if I can find these ladies. Give me a minute. Okay, instead of reading these in order, I'm going to read them when I find them. So, Parvati, the goddess of devotion. And it says, when your soul selects her card, what is soft, gentle, and nurturing like water can be far more powerful and what is inflexible and fierce. The energy of this mountain goddess is about the strength we can give and receive when we devote ourselves to the healthy bonds of love. To the healthy bonds of love. Um, Parvati is about the divine feminine potency of being a calm, benevolent presence, especially when something seems to threaten a deeply meaningful relationship. Transformation with this goddess calls for a softening. When a situation is hard, even painful, Parvati is suggesting that you allow your fist to unfold, open and release what is clenched in fear or stress. Remember that your love is a mountain that cannot be moved, and that this bond between you is holy. No human hands or words can ever break it. The answer of what's next or highest for you can be found through the subtler act of simply abiding. Not reacting, not running. Didn't I say that part? If I ain't say nothing else, I said not running, right? Not hiding. A deep reservoir of power can surge up from within us when we choose to remain present. Letting devotion inhabit us in moments where our ego, or excuse me, when our ego has typically fled, infuses us with the capacity to transform all of our relationships. Devotion is not attachment. It's letting go of the illusion that you and this lover, this friend, or this child or family member, this soul within you can ever really be separate from you. Devotion brings us home to the point and purpose of every relationship, which is love. A love that can never leave, and that, like a mountain, can never move. A love that evolves the soul. What am I most devoted to in this moment? And then what we're supposed to say to ourselves is that I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. All praises. All right, finally found Catherine. So it says, when your soul selects her card, it can feel effortless to ask for what our loved ones need. We can fall on our knees at times to pray for the health and highest possible outcome for our beloved children, partners, or friends. What's often far more difficult is asking for all that we ourselves need. For many of us, lack of self worth can get in the way of realizing that we can ask for so much more. And that ultimately there is no difference between praying for our own needs and the needs of our loved ones. There are so many miracles, graces, and blessings that don't arrive simply because we don't ask for them. The Most High Spirit is ethical. Spirit doesn't interfere with our intrinsic right to choose our own adventure story. Free will is ours, so we have to ask for Spirit to intervene in the effort of our own healing. Ask and you will find. This is a spiritual truth. And also, suffering is optional. Suffering doesn't glorify us or make us more holy. At any point, we can ask for the highest possible good to shower down on us. We can ask to be healed in ways that we can't even imagine by handing that healing over to the divine. The healing might not arrive in the way that we picture being healed. Our lower back may still throb with pain, but our heart has shifted, and there's a miraculous amount of light within our lives again. If we can hand over an attachment to what healing is going to look like, we can actually receive all the blessings waiting for us. So the soul meditation for this card says, what can I ask for help in healing? So what that also says to me is that maybe some of us aren't asking for our healing, when all we have to do to receive it is ask for it. So this card could also be definitely calling us to ask for what it is that we need healing with, especially for ourselves, especially since we're able to do it so diligently and passionately and fiercely for other people. Why not ask for your own healing? That's okay. It's righteous to do that. It's holy to do that. You can think about yourself. It doesn't make you selfish. That's love too. Loving you. All right. So that is the message. What is it that you might need to ask for healing for yourself for? Do it in acknowledging that you're ready for that healing. Again, like I said before, a lot of us, we're receiving this anyway. So many of us as the divine feminine swear it is the devil to speak up for ourselves. We swear it's the devil for us to ask for what it is that we desire healing for. For some reason, we are made to feel either guilty or like we're self-centered or something. So that when we think about ourselves getting the same type of outcome that we're praying for other people, it's like somehow wrong. That in and of itself thinking is wrong. You yourself are so worthy of having the same type of healing and the same type of love you pray for others. Did we do her? Yes, we did. Okay, for some of us, we might be involved in a relationship. This is what stood out for me for spirit. A lot of us are involved in a relationship where we may not be happy totally. And the happiness and the fact that we're not so happy is because there are external things like our partner or someone else that our partner could be dealing with, another person, a third party circumstance or situation where we are feeling kind of maybe left out in the cold. And we may be tempted to voice our opinions, to get angry, to let them know, like, I don't want to put up with this. You should already know. You need to make a decision. You need to make a decision. This oracle is reminding us that the best course of action, actually, I don't know if I did. I don't think I did her, guys. I'm going to read her. Hold on. Because I think I was actually about to say what this card means. So let me do that real quick. I was about to say it for the wrong card. This oracle is telling us about, we may not feel like we're being treated fairly in a situation that could be a third party situation. And we may be tempted to be like, you need to make up your mind. You need to decide. And we might want to force a decision upon our partner. And this card is telling us to just tap into love and be that totally. Surrender what it is that you think it is that you want and need from the other person. And you just give your love. Pull from that well that never runs dry. Love doesn't run dry, but ego does. Wow, that's beautiful. Love doesn't run dry, but ego definitely does. So when ego then reached its peak of what it will and will not accept, it'll be tempted to walk out the door. But love is ever flowing. Spirit is ever flowing. And it keeps on pouring. So in this situation where it could be a third party, like I said, and it's just uncomfortable for you and you feel that the person should already know who to choose and all of that, or if it's not that, it could be just a familial situation. You may be tempted to just walk out of a person's life because they're causing you pain with their own pain. But Spirit is calling you to love them more. Love more. And allow that love to change you. Not them, but you. All praises to the Most High for that. Let me go ahead and find this reading for Marguerite in the book really quick, if I haven't already. Thank you, Father, for allowing me to find this quickly. All right, so here we go. It says, when your soul selects her card, there is nothing more powerful than remembering that we are love. And there's nothing and no one outside of us that is needed in order to realize this. It's between our experience of the divine in our own soul. We can let go of what we think we need to prove or who we think we need to be in order to receive love because we remember that we are love. Then we can stand in that truth even through flames. Marguerite is a courageous truth teller, and the truth of her experience is that love alone can free us. not the love another might give us, not the love of family or friends. All of this is powerful and very significant, but the true source of love for us is, in fact, that we are a soul and that the soul is in union with the Most High. She reminds us when we've forgotten that love is the essence of who we are and that true love is found within. Marguerite says, love has no beginning, no ends, and no limit, and I am nothing except love. So, this is a time to own and to know this truth more fully for yourself. It is the most profound and radical act we can ever take, knowing the love we already are. So, the soul voice meditation for this is, how can I feel the love that I am more deeply? And the intention is to say, love is divine, and I am nothing except love. So, again, this is just talking about we don't need anything outside of ourselves. And I think I said that already, so I'm not going to repeat it because this video is already so long and lengthy. But yeah, we don't need anything outside of ourselves and the connection to the Most High to remember that we're loved. And if ever we forget, all we have to do is tap back in to ourselves and we'll find it. So that is the message. That is the message. Here we go. All right, I'll be back with the last and final reading. Shalom.